And welcome back to episode 123 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and punk ass co host,
Ah,
Malcolm Russell Westbrook ish King. We good.
no, I'm a chef out here. No curry. What's going
You
on?
ain't no goddamn chef. You more like Russell.
Man, you wish. Russell Wilson, I'll take it.
Russell Westbrook, wild and reckless.
Hey,
Top 75 player all time.
Listen, we got my guy, the dot connector, connecting dots early. Aaron Spencer, what's happening with you?
Good evening.
Good evening, my brethren.
Yes, sir.
And we got my guy, Quentin Q. McLeod, with us again. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? What's up, fellas?
I know you happy.
Oh man,
I know you happy. We gonna get into it though. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this YouTube. I was a
not
little
happy.
distracted.
I'm feeling good. I'm not happy.
You feeling
Feeling
good?
good. Yeah,
You
not
know what?
happy
We ain't
just
gonna
yet.
get into it just yet. Just for the simple fact that we got a couple of games to cover. Seeing how I believe last week we would have ended on game threes for a lot of players. Um, I know that game three. We'll start it off with the Warriors Grizzlies. Warriors beat the Grizzlies in game three, 142-112. Um, but I want to start it off with this one because this is the one of the ones that I caught the back end of, and Ja Morant dropped 34 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 13 to 21, 4 of 7 from 3. And I couldn't help, and I might be tripping right when I say this, but I couldn't help but get like a eerie conspiracy theory type vibe, like a feeling like, could we be in the simulation theory? Like inside of NBA 2K, and Ja Morant is like the my player that somebody created, because he reminds me of that Carl Anthony Towns commercial. You seen it where he's tired and he playing a dude that plays 2K, and he like,
I,
usually they ain't that good, but
I would say John Morant. Because when you say my player, you mean like somebody that you created or that nigga that be in the story?
no, somebody that you created, and we just
Okay.
one of
You
them
don't got that nigga
audience
that be in the
members
story that
in
you gotta
the.
be that nigga that's in the story. You gotta be him. You gotta be what was the last dude's nickname? They be getting them nicknames like whack ass.
Uh-huh.
Um
I know what you're talking about. It's been a while since they had one that comes to mind though.
yeah. But I get what you talking about somebody that you created and that you
Right, like he just does shit that it's like for real, like that, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like he really just do that? Like it almost looks like somebody bigger than us is controlling him, like playing the game, and we're just one of the 2K audience members out here watching.
well here's what happened. What they didn't do is turn off injuries. That's the case. They didn't turn it off. Because now they talking about potentially he might be out for
For
the
the
rest
rest
of
of the playoffs, right?
potentially. I think it's like more towards if Memphis fucks around and makes it to the finals, he might, be able to come back.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case. He ain't
I don't
gonna come.
see him doing that without Ja though.
They've been playing
right.
without him. This is their record without him is like 20-5.
Right, but the
That's
issue
impossible.
is that was a regular season record.
Yeah, I understand that.
You
hmm
know, nothing's on the line in the regular season, especially when your team's already doing better than expected, so you can afford to lose. So at that point, you playing with house's money, and you usually tend to win when it's not your money on the line, because you're more comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? But now these niggas is playing with their own cash, and you ain't got high roller Ja Morant out there no more. But
I don't think they finna beat the Warriors. I already know that.
nah, they ain't getting past them. Especially it's 3-1 right now, but we jumping ahead of ourselves. because I want to point out that also in that game, of course, your boy Chef Curry got 30 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 50% at 7 of 14 from the field, and 2 for 8 from 3. Is that right?
What did you read it again?
Them stats,
Yeah, you're
let
right.
me look them up. Them stats don't even look right now that I say that.
What did you say?
Because
What sounded off about it?
the
Yeah, I don't. What, the 2
the
for 8
7
from
of
3?
14, 7 of 14 from the field. That would indicate a whole lot of foul shots.
Yeah.
What was the score?
Score was 142,
What was
112.
What was his score?
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely correct. 7 of
Yeah.
14, 30 points.
Yeah.
So he must have been getting to that foul line.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
Five
shot.
threes. No, that's 15.
Yeah, I didn't see that full game. That was the
Nah,
one
he only hit 2 threes.
Yeah, you're right, 2 of 8. It just sounded off for some reason when I was reading it, but
Nah, he shot a lot of free throws, I believe.
But what I really want to point out is that, and this is half the reason why I agree with Aaron that they can't get past the Warriors. Desmond Bain had 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 5 of 10 from 3, or 5 of 10 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. Now, at that point, based on them stats, right, I would imagine that you would have somewhat of a hot hand, at least from deep, right? I don't understand why you in that game with 10 attempts. You got to get more than that.
Right.
And Ja Morant didn't even go on a high. He was 13 for 21. And we all know he can get up there when it comes to shot attempts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a conservative game for Ja Morant, in my opinion. But that's also because he was hitting. If that nigga was missing, that would have looked more like 13 for 33.
Right.
But with Desmond Bain putting up 10 attempts and you hit half of them, I just don't understand why you don't continue shooting. You don't continue being aggressive. Same with Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson was having a rougher game. He ended the game 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 4 for 13 from the field, and 4 for 8 from 3. So he only hit threes in that game. But I don't slight him for them stats for the simple fact that if Desmond Bain is only taking 10 shots, somebody else has to take them. You know what I mean? Ja can't do it by himself, and Desmond, you clearly are playing part-time this evening. So let me take my shots.
I wouldn't say that.
What you mean?
You gotta look at who you playing. You're playing the Warriors.
Right.
You got a guy in Steve Curry who had an opportunity to game plan.
And you think they were game planning for Desmond Bain?
I mean, you look at Jaren Jackson, 4 for 13.
But that was
that's
just
the guy.
That's
the guy. I mean, but in their wins, that's the guy that shows up.
Yeah, that's the difference maker.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So Desmond Bain probably just couldn't get open. They probably had his number that night. You know what I mean? I didn't do too much looking at the film just because the Warriors were dragging him.
Right. Right.
So I just
saw
be real on that one.
The ass end of it because I fell asleep on the couch and woke back up seeing it.
But why isn't Steven Adams more incorporated in the series? That's my concern.
He was hurt. He was out for COVID or protocols.
Was he?
I know he played that night. He had 6 minutes.
Yeah, I thought Yeah,
I seen him out there.
I don't know if that was him being out in that.
You said in the playoff. You say in the playoffs, Q, or you're just saying in this series?
He's saying in general.
I'm just saying in general.
I'm looking at NBA.com, and on May 5th, right? They said 6 days ago that Adam was cleared. He cleared protocols. For 3.
And this game was Game 7, or this was May 7th.
Yeah.
So he probably played a little bit and went back out, but to the in general question, very generally answering, he's not the same Steven Adams from OKC.
He's
I
past his
mean,
prime.
He's not the young man Steven Adams. No, I wouldn't quite. Well, yeah,
I
no,
wouldn't.
I'd agree.
I,
I'd agree with past his prime. And the only
that
reason why I say that is
that
because he's.
toughness still there though.
Yeah, no, he's still a force to be reckoned with. It's almost like
Yeah.
a Chris Anderson.
I wouldn't even say that. Steven Adams got more of that. I'm really nice. I'll break you in half.
Right. But
Like
that doesn't.
Chris Anderson was more. You talking about Birdman?
Yeah.
He was more of a, he's more of an in your face type. Steven Adams seemed like a nice guy. Like he'll meet up after the game, have a beer or something. He's a nice guy, but he will break you in half. That's his kind of his mantra. Like,
Right.
he's not a tough guy so much as if there's anybody you don't fuck with, he's on the list.
Right.
You
Well,
know
no, what
I'm
I was more so saying in general to his question as to where is he at? He's Chris Anderson. He's not the Chris Anderson from the Nuggets when Miami got him.
Oh, you're talking about stages in career.
Right. That's what I'm getting at. Right.
Okay.
He's just not the same guy. He's still worth having. You still want Chris Anderson in Miami. But he's not going to be that Denver Nuggets Chris Anderson. He was dunking on motherfuckers. He was doing whatever he wanted out there. And then he got to Miami. They expected him to do the same, and he couldn't quite pull it off. You actually started seeing him take a few more threes than he usually did then.
I kind of feel like he'll be used the next game somewhat just because it's an elimination game. And he's going to be trying to throw shit against the wall.
Right. You
Let's
got
put
to use
Steve
everything.
in 5 minutes. Let's see if he makes a difference. Because if we don't do something, we're going to go home. So,
but you never know, though. Based on the shit that I've been hearing, you know what I mean? Like that COVID shit, if he was out for COVID protocol, that can have a long-lasting effect. It's not like you can just be cleared on the 5th.
he's actually sick.
Right, and be back to work on shit. From what I heard, you can not be sick, and then it just hit you doing something active. Like, whoa, wait a minute, need a break.
Well, I guess. I've never had it, so I can't. Really
I've never had it on. I've never had it on paper, right? I got checked and they said I didn't have it, but the person I was around had it on paper, and I had all of their same symptoms, but for some reason I didn't have it. I had to go to work because I didn't have it.
I don't even sorry. For some reason I ain't happy because I had to go to work.
Not go to work. I was working from home. I'm just saying if I would have had it, I wouldn't have been working.
Okay, I thought. Okay, all right.
Because I'd have been on my leave. But that was weird. But I'm not gonna say that if he was on COVID protocol, he was able to play any more than the 6 minutes that he played. You know. But I do also agree with Aaron that since this is an elimination game, whether his lungs is back right or not, you're gonna see him play more than 6 minutes.
But I guess I missed those parts of game 4 because he did start and play 27 minutes.
In game 4?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. I
didn't watch that.
I totally missed those spurts.
Yeah,
I watched it. I watched it a bit. I was busy that
was
day.
the 101.
Bad news. This man played 27 minutes and none of us could recall.
Well, no, that's just because I didn't watch it.
To the background, like I'm
man.
I don't even know that I looked up the highlights on that game. If I'm being 100, because that was the game. That was the first game Ja didn't play.
You talking about last week? This is the last week.
This is game 4.
Yeah, game 4. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first game Ja didn't play, and I really wasn't interested in that either because I figured Golden State would win. The fact that they only won by 2 or 3 was. Oh, I did look up the stats, or look up the highlights. I sure did because that was the game I wanted to see if Tyus Jones started, and he did, but he only put up 19.
And he played the most minutes.
41. But that's consistent for Tyus.
Yeah.
He in his career, he's never really done more than that. And I mean, I could see how even when you put him in a position where you're starting and you don't do it, I can see why you are the player you are, you know?
That was a close game, but hell, look at Jaren Jackson again, 0 for 7 from 3.
Those stats, right. 0 for
Oh,
7 from 3, 7 for 21 from the field. He did finish with
yeah.
21 points, but he had to take them threes. He was just in an off night.
Yeah, that's.
But what I wanted to say real quick was that them Tyus Jones stats let me know exactly why. Let me know exactly why Trey barely made it. I thought I saw him on some squad. I do think I saw him on some squad.
Who?
Trey Jones. Yeah, he's on the Spurs. Trey Jones is Tyus Jones' brother, the one that played with Zion, Cam, and RJ. But when Tyus is stated to be the better brother, you know what I'm saying? And he in the starting spot only puts up 19, it kind of lets you know why Trey doesn't get as much love as he does. That's why niggas don't know Trey Jones. Because you ain't as good as your brother, and your brother isn't the best. So we don't know you. Desmond Bain ended that game with 8 points. 1 rebound, 6 assists, 3 steals, 3 for 8 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, 37 minutes in that game. And I think that plays to your point, Q. Maybe he just can't get open.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Because we know how lethal he can be when
Right.
he's hit. He can be nice.
And his 3-point stats are telling you, I still will bust. Now, don't let me get an open shot. But you may be right. He just can't get open. Because if you paying 37 minutes and you only got 8 points with
8 attempts.
He had 8 points with 8 attempts, right?
Half of those from 3. So you ain't even getting no little sneaky layups in on him because you ain't working hard enough. You ain't doing something, man.
He too big.
Too big.
He too
Especially
big.
with Ja out. With Ja out, who picks up the slack?
Gotta be Desmond.
I mean, Tyus feels his spot, but he's not
picking up the slack.
Exactly.
Jaren
He's not
Jackson,
the 2.
even on a hot night, is not gonna give you what Ja Morant gives you on an average. On a hot night, Jaren Jackson may put up 27, 28.
I mean, but then you get a Dylan Brooks coming back 5 for 19.
Dylan Brooks ain't been the same since Brooklyn. Was it Brooklyn?
The series? Or
where he came from?
Dylan Brooks never played for Brooklyn. I think he got drafted by Memphis.
Right. I don't think he played for Brooklyn.
I think he got drafted by Memphis.
Oh, then I'm thinking of
from Brooklyn? Fuck,
might
man.
not even be Brooklyn. I might be thinking am I thinking of Landry Shamet?
He might be. He played for Brooklyn at one point.
Did he? Or was it the Clippers?
No, he played for Brooklyn.
And the Clippers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Shamet's on the Nets now.
I don't know who I'm thinking of, but I think I am getting people confused.
Yeah.
But Dylan Brooks, but he had that was that with Memphis? He had a good season.
This was a good season.
No, I'm prior to this though. Like when I learned his name, I feel like it was fairly recent, probably like 4 years ago.
He was in college still then.
Who's that?
Then was it 3? He was there before Ja was there.
I mean, he was drafted by Houston. I know that much.
Dylan Brooks was?
Yeah, he's been with Memphis for what, 5 years? Since 17.
I know he was there before Ja was there, and he had it would have had to been Memphis then, because he had a standout year before Ja arrived. I don't remember what year. I don't recall the actual year, but I know it was before Ja, and he had a standout year, and that's what got me learning his name. And it seems like ever since he hasn't done shit.
I don't even think he played for Houston. I think he got drafted by Houston.
I think that's one of those ownership trades. Like,
I think he got traded.
Like
I don't
Luka and
remember.
Trae Young.
yeah, Houston made the pick, but it goes to Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
But to be a second round draft pick,
Yeah.
career hasn't been bad.
No. I'm not trying to send him by no means, but I'm saying you're a no-show in the postseason.
Well, yeah, all right.
You're a no-show in the postseason.
That's what's going to happen with that team. As far as everybody on that team being young as shit, they're going to be a little disorganized. Giles probably a little bit too loose out there. I'm not going to say his injury was on him. There's a whole controversy around that. But he does play fast and loose, right? You're the best person on the team, but you're also like the crash test dummy.
Right. You put yourself in the most, right.
You be going in lateral and shit to the basket and shit, trying to yam on niggas.
You gotta hope you make contact just to balance you back out.
Right, but if somebody move out the way, you just fucking
man.
You just Superman your ass.
Listen, if they pull the seat, he gonna look like a mascot off a trampoline.
Doing this,
right.
And he probably don't even stretch like that. You know, these young cats just be like, fuck it, I'm going to ball.
Listen, I used to be like that.
I'll say this. I would imagine players nowadays have a good grasp on nutrition and how to take care of their body. I think LeBron put that through.
That's a good point.
If you want to last 17, 18 years, you gotta leave cheeseburgers alone. Or at least do it like that now. You know what I'm saying?
No, I definitely agree with that. But I agree with you. We'll wrap that up since my 2K, my player, ain't in the game no more. I swear that's the exact thing that came to my mind. Like, are we in like a simulation of 2K and is somebody controlling Ja with a controller? Because he does things that you just, it's like, he's playing on pro. He's playing on pro to do that.
His dad definitely make it seem like he out there doing something. Because his dad's a character too, like his whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Not his whole family, but his dad and his uncle and them. They be out there cutting the food, man.
But they supposed to do that.
Well, that's a part of it, though. But I'm trying. You talking about the 2K shit? You know, 2K be having that backstory and shit. His dad out there chilling with Usher and shit, and all type of shit.
Damn, that ain't backstory. That's fruits of labor right there.
Right. I feel it, man. All right, I'm not down on that. I'm just trying to say.
I know what you
back on my player, man. I'm putting it back out.
Yeah. Restart your close your application. But I just was something I thought that came to my mind when I was watching. But Bucks took off game 3, took off on the Celtics. Well, they didn't really take off, but I mean they took off on the Celtics as far as going ahead. 103-101. Antetokounmpo dropped 42 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 16 for 30 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. I don't know what he was thinking. He might have felt hot. But I can't really stun him because Jason Tatum ended that game 10 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 of 19 from the field, 0 for 6 from 3.
Which game are we talking about? What
game 3?
Game 3. Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
Yeah, Bucks Celtics.
Yeah, Bucks smashed them then, but
yeah. Well, but yeah, I mean by 2, but either way, it's just crazy to me that if I recall correctly, I thought that we had a conversation about Antetokounmpo facing the Celtics. And I know it was me that was on the Celtics heavy. Like, if Cleveland can stop them with that 3-man wall, then the Celtics can. No, it might have been Miami that I was saying that about. But I was still high on the Celtics defense against Antetokounmpo. Now there's no Chris Middleton. So Antetokounmpo is really the only guy that you have to focus on. And the fact that he's still doing them like that, like it's almost like Fisher-Price style. Like he's just the big kid in the living room and he's sunning y'all.
Boys versus men.
See, I feel comfortable
I
talking
don't
about.
even know if I'm willing to accept that saying as the reason, you know, because that's saying that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown ain't men.
Well, isn't that what you just said when you say he's treating them like Fisher Price? I thought
He
kids.
is sunning them. You know, that's what I meant. He is sunning them, but
Right.
I don't know if I would say boys versus men.
Well, that's what that means to me. If you're sunning somebody, you're showing them that you're a man and that they're a child.
No, definitely. But I think
that is the definition, Malcolm. You have it right.
Right, but I think where I'm getting at is the fact that, well, I pointed out the point that they don't have Chris Middleton.
Right,
so I think far before I would say it's a Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown issue, I think it's a coaching issue.
Really?
What the fuck? It's only one dude out there that you have to worry about.
Well, this
you mean to tell me you're worried about Grayson Allen? Are you worried about Brooke Lopez?
Didn't the Celtics just win the last game?
They won the last two, I believe.
They did, but isn't this that coach's first year as a head coach too? The black guy.
Yeah, that's Neil Long.
Right. I was about to say I cut him some slack only.
No, I don't. I don't give a fuck if it's your rookie year. You're a coach, G. You're not a player.
So let me ask you what y'all mean. Are y'all talking about that game in particular, or because the game afterwards? I know Chris Middleton is out, but they still produced the win.
Right, right, and they've been exceeding the gap.
It is the Celtics are up 54-47 at halftime.
And see, and that's cool, right? That's cool. I know that you can't stop Antetokounmpo, but there is abso-fucking-lutely no reason he should be scoring 42 points in a game where that's the only person you got a key on.
I mean, he still had, 34, 18, and 5 the game after that. You're not going to stop him. And they lost.
But that's the whole point. It's like, look, we're going to be the ass around you. You go ahead and go to the basket. You want to shoot 6 threes? Do what you got to do.
Hey, Cliff, go stop Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No, I'm not saying I can. I'm just saying.
Hey.
I'm just saying you got defensive. I'm just saying you got defensive player of the year. You got Jaylen Brown. You got Jason Tatum. You got Al Horford.
Hey, Williams,
they kept him from going over 40.
Robert Williams.
Huh?
Robert Williams.
He's been hurt though.
Yeah, we should be coming back.
Yeah, he's been hurt. That now, if you had him,
he was in the game. He was in like game 2.
He's played a few games. Yeah, he's played a few. But he has been in and out.
Right.
So maybe that plays a part as well. But even still, man, there is no fucking reason. There's no fucking reason
that you can't stop Giannis. Is that
that you can't limit his see the whole thing is because even when you look at like him playing the Suns and all that last year
in the finals,
right? Motherfuckers was stopping him, but you also had to worry about Chris Middleton.
Oh, so you talking about Chris Middleton though? Is that the? Because I'm saying like you're not gonna stop Giannis one, but you're saying that the fact you can't stop Giannis
without
but when he has Chris Middleton. It's really a problem. Is that what you're saying?
Right, because then
I was lost for a second.
Right, then if you stop this drive, I have someone to kick it to. Right. But as the team stands currently, that man then becomes Grayson Allen because we know it's not Drew Holiday.
It's supposed to be Drew Holiday.
Well,
it's not Drew Holiday.
It's supposed to be Drew Holiday.
It never would be Drew Holiday.
So you telling me you picking Grayson Allen over Drew Holiday with the Rock?
To take the last shot or a 3? Yeah. Yes.
Okay, well, that's personal opinion.
Drew Holiday isn't a shooter like that. He's known for his defense from the guard position, and then he fills a role and hits shots, kind of like Marcus Smart does.
That's more of a coach personal decision. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say.
I don't think if
I'm not going to say you're
wrong. I don't think if you told Drew Holiday to score, he's giving you 30.
I think he would.
on a consistent level. Now I'm not saying
On a
he
consistent
can't
level,
do
but if
it,
you told him to get you 30, I think he would get you 30.
because I feel like if that was the case, then you would see him give us more
Definitely
than
been trying to
19.
do it. He's definitely been trying to do it. I must be a Drew Holiday fan.
I
Excuse
mean,
me.
I like Drew
You know what I'm
Holiday.
saying?
I just
But
like him for other reasons aside from scoring the ball.
but when you compare that to Grayson Allen, yes, Drew Holiday. All day, grown man going to the basketball.
Overall, yes, right. But
That's what
we're
I'm trying
not
to
talking
say.
about going to
That's
the
what we're
basket.
talking about.
I'm saying if they can break down Giannis's drive, he kicks it out to the best shooter. The
So
best shooter would then be Grayson, not Drew.
So you're saying on some corner three.
Right. How Chris Middleton plays. I'll stand on the wing, and if they stop you, kick it to me, I'll hit it. That's not Drew Holiday. It's just not him.
I want to look up Drew Holiday's 3-point percentage.
But I mean,
You also got to get him to take it too. He can have a great 3-point percentage if he only takes 3.
That's some LeBron shit, right?
But
there.
that's been part of Boston's adjustment.
What you mean? Say more.
They're basically taking away that kick. It's either what I mean.
I see what you're saying.
Giannis, even when he gets the kick, it's a contested shot now. It's not just you're not open anymore.
Right.
Looking the game forward when Boston gave their clap back. Giannis 14 for 32, 34 points.
But hold up, because
Drew Holiday
4.
5 for 22 from the field.
But that's kind of close to 14 for 32. Okay, so you stopped 4
5
more
for 22
shots than you did in the 42-point game.
Yeah, but I'm saying, look at everybody else. Look at the bench. Bobby Porter's 2 for 7. Hill off the bench only 1 for 1.
Listen, Grayson Allen 3 for 7, 7 points.
That's what I'm saying. Look at Boston's adjustment. I think Udoka did that.
I think you are correct because I think you're correct in saying that because this is the first year, like we talked about, since Gary Payton that a guard has won Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
So their defensive strength isn't in the paint.
Nope.
It's on the wing guarding the threes.
Yeah.
So Marcus Smart can't stop Giannis, but what he can do is stop that kick that Giannis is going to do when he gets stopped in the lane.
Yep, and as long as you keep Jalen and Jason from crossing, they got the length to cover the other guys.
Right. I think the biggest issue is Robert Williams.
Yeah, he's in and out of the lineup. He ain't healthy.
That's
why you can't guard the post. Because even when he's in at 50, 60%, whatever he is, he still got to deal with Lopez down on the block.
Right.
And he's going to stretch you out too because he'll slide to the corner.
Right.
Or that mini wing.
Leave him.
You can't leave Lopez open. He'll hit it.
Leave him and y'all. That's you. That's either Jason or Jalen's responsibility. Now I'm here for this nigga Giannis.
I'm here to provide an update. I'm willing to say that you're right, but you're also wrong.
Who, me?
Yeah,
I love being both.
Grayson Allen he's up 1% in three-point percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 40 to 39. But in field goal percentage, Drew got 50%. He has 44%. So
I'm not that would see. That's what I think
you were saying. You're right, but you're wrong.
I wasn't saying that Drew Holiday or Grayson's the better player. I was saying for the kick out and while you looked up that percentage, look up how many each player took. I guarantee you Grayson took more than Drew.
What, 3 points?
Yep.
It's a little close. I looked that up too. I gotta look at it again. I don't know how close it was.
But you didn't speak on it because you knew Grayson.
No, because I only remembered some stat.
You would have tried to make me wrong if you could have. Grayson,
nigga, you wrong.
Right. But even when I'm wrong, I could have been right.
That's why.
All right, Terrence Howard.
Kind of right.
Whoa.
But I bet Grayson took more. All I was saying was the kick out. I wasn't saying that Grayson's the better player. Fuck no.
Yeah, but if it's the last second, I'm not giving that shit to Grayson.
Man, Grayson, take this 3 for me, please.
No. You gonna grab some bench.
The equivalent is Scottie Pippen getting
not
upset.
Not even grab some bench, but you the third option. Look,
and the equivalent is Scottie Pippen getting upset because Steve Kerr took the shot.
Oh, don't put. I'm not.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is
that's a different level of hatred.
We know
man.
Scotty's the two.
Drew's the different level of hatred, though. I'm not.
But let the shooter
be
shoot.
Flat out hate.
Let the shooter shoot.
And this is like late hate. You should have hated back then.
Let the shooter shoot is all I'm saying.
My post game Steve Kerr hit that shit, but the shooter gave it to me. So
right. So Drew can say that all he want. Give it to Grayson.
Well, you talking some Scottie Pippen shit, so I had to do myself.
You know, but here nor there. All I'm saying is,
I don't know. They both sucked from 3 last game, so.
Yeah, their whole squad hasn't been. It's only been Giannis. That's what makes me feel like, why? How come you can't just not stop him? You're not gonna stop him, but limit him. You can't get him down to 27.
That's what I mean.
Just foul this nigga or something like
something.
I mean, that's the adjustment. He gonna barrel you down, so like just stop everybody else. Like it's just.
She's right. You're not gonna stop this nigga, bro.
You know what could be? Oh, continue. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, look what he did to Horford. He pissed him off. You know what I mean? You got your dunk, you got your shine. That's what we do. Defensive big man. I'm gonna go up for it. Sometimes you give me, sometimes you don't. But that stare down, what Horford do?
30
that night.
Then he dropped 30 the other. He said, "Oh, for real? Okay."
Yeah.
The niggas like, man, my mama in here, dog.
Did you see that dunk that he did though?
My mama and my
immediately.
I can't remember who he dunked on, but that dunk, I don't think it was Giannis. I think it was Brook Lopez.
You talking about Al Horford?
Yeah.
It's Giannis.
Was it Giannis? Ooh, that just adds insult to injury.
It wasn't as good as the dunk Giannis got on him.
I was impressed though.
There was some get back though.
I was impressed.
37. I need that get back.
36. Because Marcus Smart said, "I pray that I play at the level of Al Horford at the age of 36." He tweeted that after the game.
Hey, that shit real when you're the same age as somebody in the league.
Right.
None of that.
Listen, Al Horford said, "Did you not watch my film? Let me show you something."
Yeah, that was like 10 years ago.
But
that's what he said. But if he could do that now at 36, he's basically saying, "What you think I did?"
That nigga took a 2-hour ice bath after
you
that.
Know he did. You know
2-hour
he did.
Ice bath, a cryogenic chamber.
And I'm glad you said that.
He got stem cells injected.
I'm glad.
He got the works.
I'm glad you said that, right? Because you brought me back to Q's point. When you said maybe the coach's game plan, because I ain't mean to send you, a black coach in the NBA, and I'm not trying to send him, but I do feel like it's a coaching thing involved. But to you and possibly his point, I would much rather run Giannis's battery out than allow anyone else on the team to score. So if Giannis puts up 40, let him put up 40, but put a body on him every time. Just don't let these other niggas shoot. And then what's going to happen is he's going to burn out. We're dragging him to deep water.
Here's what you should do, especially if that's your game plan. You have a 12-man roster. At some point, put somebody in there that's just like every time you go to the basket.
I'm a foul him.
Not necessarily like a hard.
Right. No, he's just not going to get that easy here.
Right.
It's playoffs. It ain't easy.
Just wrap you up. Every time you do something, I'm finna hug you.
The only issue is that Giannis's battery, it's only the second round. Giannis's battery isn't going to run out this round.
If you can get him tired and shooting free throws, then you're going somewhere. I'm not going to say he's going to miss the free throws, but he's still like a low 80, high 70 free throw shooter. So your best bet is to send him to the three-point line. So if you have a 12-man roster, hey, number 10, number 11, get in this game, and every time he goes to the rack.
Was he low Was he or I'm sorry, was he high 80s or low 80s this year?
I think it was about low 80s this year. Yeah.
Okay, because he wasn't
Hot
last year.
70s. No, the hell not. But you
Last
see,
year he was 76, I believe.
that's mid 70s. So yeah, he's about low 80s. Yeah, he's about low 80s.
This
So,
year?
Now I gotta look this up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying because you may be giving him a little bit, but I know he improved. I do agree he improved. I just don't know if he was low 80.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that's still his weak point, right? If he's tired,
his free throw is
and now he has to shoot free throws, he goes back to that 76, 75.
Right. No, correct. I agree.
That's how you use your whole. So from your description of coaching, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw bodies at you.
Right.
I got some big men that ain't played this whole fucking playoffs. They finna get some burn today. Not a lot, but towards the ends of the quarters,
right.
If he's still in the game, put my guy in, he's gonna foul him.
Well, I agree. I agree with both.
I mean, you got to think about it. Every highlight, majority of the highlights I see with Giannis, is contact involved.
Right.
When he's scoring, so the adjustment was made. I mean, like tonight, 19 points in the first half. They only got 40
to another 40 ball.
Yeah. And that's what it is. Drew Holiday 3 for 9. Wesley Matthews,
but the Celtics
1 for 5.
I think like 8 or 6, right?
You said what?
The Celtics is winning at halftime.
Yeah, they were up by 7. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Grayson Allen 2 for 6. Bobby Portis 3 for 8.
But mind you, the Celtics just started coming back.
Mm-hmm.
They were getting beat in the series 2-1 and just came back to make it them up 1.
Well, it was a game for game. That's what this series been. But you know, so far it's looked like Boston found it.
Damn.
You know,
Giannis's free throw percentage in the playoffs is 58%.
Man, nigga, do you hear me?
Terrible.
That's why I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I would be elbowing the shit out this.
Listen,
nigga.
that's why I didn't want to be quick to give you an 80, low 80s. Wait a minute.
Man, I'm finna fuck this league up. What I'm trying to say is that's still better than last year, whatever it was last year. Well, during the regular season, I'm not really sure, but as far as them stats has looked up, 58%. That's the home saying in the video room, whatever. Foul him.
Right.
All right.
You ain't gonna stop him. Foul him.
Foul him.
Something.
You
but I mean,
foul shit out of him. Just foul him.
Hey, some people ain't built to just foul Giannis. Okay.
You right. You are right about that.
Yeah, I just that's when the
might get hurt.
Sacrifice yourself.
Let's get on to my doggy squad though. I wanna go over that game 4, 76ers 116, Heat 108. Jimmy Butler balled that game. He just can't do it himself.
You talking about the Heat loss now?
Yeah, the game 4.
I'm confused. I'll be thinking y'all talking about the latest game and shit.
Well, if you listen, I'm announcing before
I try to listen, but I have problems with that. And thank you for exposing that.
Well, ADD motherfucker, May 8th, game 4.
I'm embarrassed.
76ers. But yeah, Jimmy Butler dropped 40 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 13 of 20 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. But that was the one game to Malk. That was Malk, you that pointed that out. That was the one game we finally got it from James Harden.
Right.
The question we have been asking through this whole postseason is, do we ever see a 30-plus game from James Harden? And he gave us one, 31.7 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, 8 for 18 from the field, 6 for 10 from 3. Took Harden 10 postseason games to get it done, but he did get it done. Does he get props for that?
We'll see him 10 games later.
No, because it's just one game. I need consistency.
Listen, that next game, if I'm recalling correct without looking at the stats, I believe he dropped 17.
Yeah,
that whole game was a shit show.
That's all that was. We can't even.
5?
Yeah, you can't even look at stats in that game. It was spread all over 6.
I seen a play where Tyrese Maxey passed it to James Harden on the 3 in Game 5, and James Harden didn't notice and took off running, and dude basically intercepted it and took it back, and James Harden got upset with Tyrese Maxey.
That lets me know he's doing some type of drug. It may not have to be like a designer drug or nothing, but there's something wrong. There's something wrong with you. When I did this, I looked at Houston James Harden from a few years ago and James Harden from this year. Nigga, you doing something wrong. Whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is.
Now you're comparing that with net stats and
I'm just talking about when he was in his prime with Houston. We all agree on that.
When he was where? In
Houston? Yeah.
James Harden was in his prime in Houston.
Yeah, because he was entering it at the end of OKC. I agree.
But if you look at that James Harden, looking at this and look at the James Harden today, there's like a 20-pound difference. You know what I'm saying? His game is falling off. His intention towards the game and his I'm not gonna say his love for the game is diminished, but from a fan standpoint, it doesn't look like he's giving in as much effort as he used to. Even back then, he wasn't playing no defense.
Right.
He wasn't playing no defense.
He ain't playing defense since OKC, and that was just because he was trying to get off the bench, make a name.
He's trying to get a check. Right. I'm just James Harden, man. Like he had a good game, but people have been saying he's past his prime. He's definitely past his prime.
Didn't James Harden make the defensive second or third team at OKC?
Maybe so.
I think he was on a defensive team in OKC.
Yeah, he made
10 years and 30 pounds.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, no, I'm not saying that to take away from your point.
No, I'm not.
That almost kind of makes your point, right? Because we know that you have it in you to play D, but you chose to negate the D to improve your offense. And you did that for a while, right? And then fell off ever since.
So is James Harden?
Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry.
Is James Harden kind of like a modern day Carmelo Anthony on that path?
That's pretty accurate.
I think so too.
Yeah, I remember because Cliff, you like around the time I met Cliff, Aaron, which was like what 2013. Remember that's when I met you. We would play 2K. Remember I would get the Knicks a lot. We all know like 2013 2K. Melo was busting with the missing.
Nah, he talking about.
Yeah, I've never met you in real life.
Yeah,
no, I'm talking about Cliff. I'm talking about Cliff.
Okay.
See, Aaron, you don't be listening. See?
If Malk say that to you, then it's an issue.
But no, I'm just talking shit. Y'all know that. The point I just kind of light bulb went off, like I said, is I'm gonna use the word trajectory. Trajectory. Is that what James Harden's on? Like the Carmelo Anthony trajectory, where he never would maybe end up winning a championship. He did have some good years, known to be a great shooter historically, but you just didn't get it done, bro.
Carmelo's top 10 on scoring of all time.
Right.
But he don't have a you said what?
The top 75.
Right.
Listen, that's tough though. That's a tough label. You know? Somebody say you a top 75 player, because we all know what that means, right? Like you fall into the pool. You fall into the pool of
the greatest players ever play.
Yeah,
but Tracy McGrady, man. I'm gonna bring this back up. This is off subject, man. But y'all don't think Tracy McGrady should be top 75? Am I off on that?
No, he definitely should be top 75.
Matt could have took Anthony Davis spot, get that nigga out of there.
Oh yeah.
Could have took Russell Westbrook spot, get that nigga out of there.
Definitely could have took Russell Westbrook spot. I don't know about AD though.
Shit.
I don't know about AD from a paper standpoint.
I
don't care about paper.
T-Mac was nasty, bro.
I don't care about paper.
Right.
T-Mac.
But you see where we're at now currently. We saw the game for the passion of right?
Hey,
You watch
yeah.
Jordan, you seen how much he wanted to win. You watch Kobe, you seen how much he wanted to win. Now you watch these cats nowadays, and it's like, did he look like he wanted to win, or did he look like he wanted to drop 40 and 10? And that's where I say on paper, the kids look at AD and they like, nah, T-Mac ain't better than no fucking AD. And when you look at paper, you like, fuck no, he wasn't. But then when you remember back when he scored, 13 points in 9 seconds, and you like, oh no, that nigga wanted to win.
It's like T-Mac passed the eye test, but he failed everything else. Because the eye test of T-Mac was like, hey, get him the ball.
Right.
Hey,
Period.
Houston and Magic, when he was in his heyday, he was killing motherfuckers, man.
But AD was the same way in
New
Orleans. He was the same way in New Orleans, and he
right.
came out of college straight to the Olympic team.
I feel like AD came into the league broken, and then T-Mac got broken by the league.
Wait,
wait. You said you think AD came into the league broken?
Because he missed his whole first year. His whole first rookie year, he sat out because he was injured.
No, he didn't.
From high school, and was balling on niggas from high school.
You talking about T-Mac?
Yeah, he came from high school. He never.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant.
Okay. No, and I'm saying.
So I'm not willing to argue you on this point. What I do want to ask is, what would you think would be broken about? What would you think about T-Mac's career broke him?
Lack of help, probably. And the thing about
I don't know if I can say that the league broke him in that regard, right? Because you came out to Orlando with your cousin, Penny Hardaway.
Let me finish this, though. He never played with Penny. He was injured. He was supposed to play with Grant. He was injured. AD went and played with LeBron and won a championship. And that's kind of like the highlight of his career.
But didn't T-Mac play with Vince Carter at a point too?
From a commercial standpoint.
Well, for like 1 year, they played 1 year, and that team didn't do shit.
From a commercial standpoint, I can see why you say that.
And this is a healthy debate. I'm not saying Anthony Davis doesn't deserve to be a top 100 player to ever play the game, but if I was voting, I would have T-Mac over him.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking, right?
Over T-Mac.
You would have who over T-Mac?
I'd have Vince Carter over T-Mac.
I would have Vince Carter over T-Mac.
Now,
that's also, Malk, to another on paper standpoint. Because T-Mac, there's not too many people in the league that had that killer need to win.
He was like a scoring champion like 3 times.
Right. And T-Mac was definitely, he goes into that category with Kobe and Jordan from a standpoint of, like Aaron said, get that fucking man the ball. Seconds left, minutes left. Are we down with a half left? Get T-Mac the ball, please. There's not a lot of players in the league history, recent history, that were like that. So I understand what he's saying in that regard, but when you do look at paper, of course I'm going Vince Carter. Taking Vince Carter. I could argue that Vince Carter could be top 5 shooting guards of all time.
Anthony Davis' ability gave him top 75, not what he's done. That's how I feel.
Ooh, that's a good way to put it.
All right.
I think I agree.
That's like the Will Chamberlain category.
Yeah, like they know when he's healthy, he can get you, 25 and 15 almost. You know what I mean? When he's healthy.
That's a good way to put it.
But as soon as he grab a rebound and touch a little bit of hardwood, I'm out for 3 months.
Yeah. My ankle hurt. Not my groin, my ankle.
Right. Mark is a fucking fool, first of all. Let me just let him know that with your dumb ass. He gonna give me the thumbs up. Let's move on. Where was we at? We was
Carter, top 75, James Harden trajectory.
Yeah, we off of all that. That was side talk. Question is, I know the Heat is now up 3-2?
Yep.
3-2 on the 76ers.
Kyle Lowry's out.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry's been out though.
I mean, don't mention what happened last night. Please don't.
Hey, it says
we're getting there, motherfucker. We're getting there. We try and go chronologically, but I understand how we can skip from, because the Heat definitely demolished.
Well, I mean, to make my point on Harden, the only thing's different is game 4, he looked to be a 25 shot guard. I mean, he only went 8 for 18, but he took a lot of free throw attempts. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, he played like a number 2.
And that's what they need him to be.
Yeah.
They need him to be that. I think he's scared that he could potentially be off on a lot of those shots. So he doesn't want to take the 25 because I could go 8 for 25.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think Maxey, he's consistent enough to where you can say, damn, I can get 18, maybe 25, 30, any damn night.
He shot 50% that game, 5 for 10, 2 for 5 from 3, which is still respectable as fuck.
Yeah. Can be double, 24, 11. Tobias gave you 13, even though he stays missing.
Man, he is a no-show, man. He's a fucking no-show. I expected him to be a part of the big 3, and he's a no-show.
Who was that, Clifford?
Tobias Harris.
Okay,
that came from Orlando.
Yeah, he just Philly
had him for what, like the past 4 years?
Seems like, yeah.
Since Jimmy Butler was there. Remember Jimmy Butler played?
Yeah, so that's about 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he lost his identity after Orlando. I don't know what happened. He got braids and he started playing like
Did
shit.
He get braids?
Yeah, he's got braids.
Oh, he's doing the Dylan Brooks.
I knew he had the grow out with the headband for a while on Philly, but I didn't know he braided it.
He got braided up at least at some point. I will say that. I don't know.
I think he low cut now.
Well, Tobias, you don't know what you want to do and you don't know how you want to play. Figure it out.
Listen, your game is like your hairstyle. You don't stick the one for long. So
exactly.
I agree with that.
No,
I agree with that.
Like game 3, he wasn't even hitting right. He was 4 for 13. But he had 9 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists.
Well, he's good for that, though. I mean, at least do that, right? But there's certain games where you put up 11 points and don't get but 3 rebounds, and it's like you just big out there for nothing.
But it's got to be something in his effort, because that's the guys laughing at you, because they smoked Miami in game 3. There's no reason why he couldn't get 1 more point, 2 more assists. As much time as he got on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what it is about Tobias, because when you look at him in Orlando, it didn't look like there was a matchup you could put on him that would stop him from scoring. And then when you get to Philly, it's like now you fall back to a role player status. And I get that with Jimmy on there, right? But I would imagine when they traded Jimmy, that should have been his indication, like, oh, it's my time. And it never happened.
Can I ask y'all a question? How much do y'all think money has to do with sometimes
the effort?
Because I'm pretty sure Tobias got a better paycheck coming to the 76ers, right? How much of that is contributive to him being or contributing to him? I'm saying, look.
It's the Marvin Hagler.
If you gave me $100 million, I'm not going to try as hard. I'm going to tell you that right now. Don't do it. Expect me to try harder. I've done it. I did it. We did it.
It's the Marvin Hagler. It gets hard to get out of bed when you living in satin sheets or sleeping in satin sheets to train and go to war. That's hard.
Man, it's all about how you built. You just
I was gonna say, if that's the case, then how's the other guys doing it?
Cause shit, I know I give 25% effort at work. If my job gave me more money, maybe they get more effort.
Right.
Now
right.
that's different. No, no,
You know what I mean?
Let me tell you something.
No, wait. Before you say that, that's different though, right? Because there's no legacy with what we do. It's not like anybody will say, well, we remember Quentin Q. McLeod for building the most submarines that's ever been, you know what I'm saying? You don't get a record for doing your job well. When you're in the NBA, I know I'm getting paid, but you're paying me because of what I can produce. So the production is what we looking at.
I mean, I'm looking on a broad scale though. Tobias Harris was looked at while in LA as a guy that, you know, he was worth it. Brought him over to Philly, gave him the buck.
LA, in Orlando.
He was in Orlando, but didn't he play for the Clippers too?
No, I don't think so.
I think you might have.
Yeah, I could have sworn he was there with Doc.
Yeah, he went there. Then he went to the. That's why he's with. That's why Doc and him was again.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You're right.
Who was on the Clippers when he played for him?
The Clippers.
That would have had to been what? Before, no, I'm saying, was that before Paul George and Kawhi? Had to be.
Yeah.
Hey, Siri,
before them, yeah.
Did Tobias Harris ever play for the Los Angeles Clippers?
Here you go, that bitch.
The Clippers lost the conference.
Man, they talking about a different. All right,
I can't ask that bitch. You'd be better off asking Google.
Exactly. Tobias Harris is African American.
Right. Yeah, right. They might even had a right to Tobias Harris. You asked
2017 to 2019. He played for the
Clippers. Yeah.
Who was on that team? So no, that might have been when
Kawhi was on there. He had to have been.
Well, wait, LeBron left Cleveland in 18 or was it 17?
So
because he asked Kawhi to come to that LA and Kawhi chose that LA.
When did LeBron win? He left a year after he won.
So he won 16.
So they had Patrick Beverly.
He left a year after that.
Avery Bradley.
So he played 17 and then he left 18. So that would have been Tobias would have been gone. Because they played again and they lost after they won.
Oh, he's my age.
But so what I'm trying to say is, so Tobias Harris was in Los Angeles from 2017 to 2019, right though?
No, I thought he said. Oh, was that the dates that you said?
17
and 19.
Yeah,
then he would have been. Yeah, you're right. Then he would have had him 17 or 18 and 19.
I was fucking up.
No, you right. I heard the wrong dates. I don't remember that.
In 17,
I do.
It was.
But that's a shame, though, right? Because if you can have Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Tobias Harris, and motherfuckers still don't remember you played for the team.
Well, 2017. In 2017, it was Pat Bev, Avery Bradley, Danilo Gallinari, Blake Griffin, Montrezl Harrell, Lou Williams, Tobias Harris, Wesley Johnson, DeAndre Jordan.
Right.
Now,
18, right?
And 19 is.
Let me see that one.
Right, 18 and 19 is
that's when Blake.
Been
that's when Blake goes to Detroit.
Right.
It was Pat Bev, Avery Bradley, Gallinari, Blake Griffin, Montrezl, Tobias, Wesley Johnson, DeAndre. I don't see.
See, I said that, right?
Oh wait, it showed 2017, 2018 again. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say Blake went to Detroit.
So 2018, 2019. Okay, here we go. It was Pat Bev, Avery Bradley, Wilson Chandler, Gallinari, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. See, I don't even remember that.
I remember that.
Montrezl Harrell, Tobias Harris. Yeah. Lou Will.
Zubac. Yeah, because that was the season where they made the playoffs and they got to the semifinals without Kawhi and Paul George. So he would have only had one season with him.
So I don't even. Was that the 2019 season? Because I don't see that.
Right, you're right. The 2019 season would have been the one season he was with them. So I guess let me pull back off of.
But that was the season Tobias he was gone because you got to remember, didn't Doc go over to Philly? Because Tobias was involved.
Well, Doc didn't go over to Philly until the 20.
He got fired from the Clippers.
That was 2020, wasn't it?
Like a week after he got fired, Elton Brand called his man like, "Hey, you gonna?"
I think that was 2020.
I just know it wasn't. It
Bubble
wasn't.
year? Whatever
I
year
know,
was the bubble, I think it was Doc's first year as a 76.
2020.
and I believe Tobias was
1920.
there prior to Doc being hired.
Right.
So it was an
It was
in-season
1920.
trade or whatever it
Right,
was.
right.
I can't remember,
Right.
but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So let me pull back off his neck.
Sure.
We can't be that hard on him. He only had one season with him. But Tobias still got to show up somewhere, somehow. Period. Off of that, though, Mav Sons. Before we even jump into it, Mav Sons Game 4, I want to get into the issue with Chris Paul.
Yes, sir.
You look like you ain't heard about that, Aaron?
Y'all be talking about. All right.
Nigga, it was Mother's Day. Let's throw that out there.
Y'all be talking about games, after games, niggas done had a better game.
Well, no.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is situation. 2 games ago, you was sorry as fuck.
We're talking about situational.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about nobody being sorry. We passed Tobias. I'm talking about Chris Paul, the issue with his family.
Oh, that. Oh,
Yeah, no. We know Chris Paul ain't been showing up, but he might not be in the same headspace, the right headspace. But I'm saying the issue where allegedly his wife and mother got pushed at the game. You didn't hear about that?
No, I heard about it. I'm just saying, you know. I've been a bitch like this. I've been bitch quiet as hell. All right.
I mean, I feel like that's the only play he could make. But my whole thing is, I guess the little boy who is the orchestrator of it all was the little white boy. He was only 16.
The aggressor.
I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but I know he was the reason it all happened. My whole thing is, little Chris is 13 years old. They said that his children felt unsafe.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're getting at.
Do you know that I would have gotten fucked up if I was 13 and did not...
You can't compare that man's childhood to your childhood, man.
I get it, right? But at the same time, you're a professional athlete. You got DNA in you I don't got.
I hear what you're saying.
And you're 13 and that nigga's 16 and you didn't do anything about that? My dad doesn't have to come over here to tell you he has a problem if I'm around and you push my mother and my grandmother, for that matter.
Right.
13 or not, they're going to have to escort me out of there. They're going to have to put me in the skybox. We had to take little Chris up to the skybox because he was wilding out down there. You're 13 years old. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's my hit the showers. I'm giving it to him early. I don't care if he's a child.
Damn.
That's first.
What I'm trying to say is, like, you can't.
My mom probably would have been. She probably wouldn't have fucked me up like my dad would have. But
first of all, I don't know. Like, you know, just on some other shit. I don't know if I'll be able to make it. It's been some. We'd have jumped this nigga. Me and my mom and my sister. We been getting jumped. He would get packed out. But at the same time, I don't think he's ever been in somewhere.
Right.
You have to look at the situation. He's been in State Farm commercials and shit. He probably had security.
He been through makeup.
Right. He's been through makeup. Then has security.
You know, he had to get powdered before you went in that commercial.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense, but
he's not. He's probably never been in a fight in his life. I don't want to put that on.
No, that's probably
that wouldn't surprise me. You never been in a fight.
But at what point do your defenses kick in? Like my mom, my grandma, my mom and my grandma.
Not when he got security.
Man, fuck security.
Security don't know.
If security had blood on their hands, it ain't on mine.
I get what you're trying to say.
I want to eat.
He's not built on that premise. If you're trying to get what I'm trying I say he's not built on. Because he didn't do it. That proves it right there.
And
Otherwise,
here's the thing though. Here's the kicker. I didn't do anything, and then I told reporters that I felt unsafe.
That's all you need to know. I don't know what else you want to hear.
I'd have got buried. I'd have been buried. I wouldn't have been here to tell my story.
I saw him come over and push somebody, and I was like, "Hey, stop it!"
Get your hands off my grandma.
Mom, are you okay?
I can't. It's a different situation, man.
It is though.
Y'all, be honest with you, I'll take Chris Paul's son's standpoint. If I was in that situation, I'd be like, man, I was afraid. I got $1 million in the bank. I thought you was gonna take that shit.
I'm looking at it like a free. This is a free while out. This is a free. I can do anything I want, and nobody's gonna do nothing about it.
You're applying your mindset to him. How is he gonna have your mindset? How is he possibly gonna come across that mindset? How? It's not gonna happen. Who is he gonna talk to where they're gonna give him that type of view on you?
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
He has nannies. They're hurting my mom. Don't worry about it. The police will come.
Right. No, bitch, he just gave me a free body. And I don't mean body like a body, but I can do whatever I want to this man on national TV, and nobody's going to say anything because they know what happened.
Right. I'm going to say this. Our grandparents and our parents always, from our generation, gave us that option. Hey, look, if you go in that closet, go to the top and the back right corner. Somebody ever fucking with your grandma or your mama, you go back in that back right corner and you grab that thing. You do what you got to do. He's never had that conversation. It's never even gotten there before. You know what I'm trying to say? That's a basic, grown up conversation. Hey, look in the back right corner of that motherfucker, get that thing. You go in there, it's like a 22 or something.
They go. You stupid, man.
Can't do nothing with this motherfucker, man.
I get what you saying, man, but I still feel like that's your mom. And beyond my mom, my grandma, too?
Yes.
My grandmother?
No, we all get what you're saying, man. You're not
13, every man, sheltered, whatever the case may be.
Ain't finna let that shit go down.
Man, listen, it's a problem. 13 or not, it's a problem. But
years old, I probably still try you, man. I'm going in.
Listen, Chris said at that he said, "I'm gonna see you again. I'm gonna see you." He said, "I'm gonna see you again." And I watched that shit probably about 20 times because I just felt like that was the entitled motherfucker that finally got caught doing the entitled shit. Mm-hmm. You red-handed now, motherfucker, and we seen you do that shit. Now, Chris is better than me because I'd have called the homies and been like, hey, the little white boy with the earring that's walking out in the Mavericks jersey, don't do too much, but make sure you make a statement. And then I'd be like, listen, I'm Chris Paul. You know how many fans I got? I don't know who did that. They probably did that just because they saw what happened on live TV. You don't know I told nobody to do that. It just, man. And then the mom was like when you seen it, that's why I watched it over and over, because the mom was like, just come on, let's just go. Let's just get out of here. But you seen it. You seen what happened too, right? You seen your little ignorant son reaching across, touching motherfuckers they ain't had no business touching. You just wasn't the important motherfuckers in this situation. They was. Mm-hmm. So now you feeling stupid because everybody escorting you out and you on national TV. Nah, both y'all can get it.
Yeah, because she is probably talking shit.
Yeah, both y'all can get it for raising a little bastard like that. And I heard the whole situation stemmed from the fact that when Chris Paul fouled out, the Maverick fans were trying to like give unwanted hugs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some ignorant shit. Like, oh, your son fouled out, we about to win this game type. You know what I'm saying? Ignorant shit. But I also read into it deeper and heard that the grandma had to change seats because the boy had been harassing her all game. And they sat her closer to the team bench because she was sitting back by the dude. You got me
That's
fucked
nuts.
up. You got me
That's
fucked
nuts.
up.
That's nuts.
Even as Chris Paul, you got me fucked up. You think it's a security guard in here that's going to stop me from getting at you? I will assault everyone that stands in front of me to get to you. And I don't care if I have 23 counts at the end of this.
That's
I'm
why I
getting
say
you.
I have no comment on the situation because there's nothing I can say that will not incriminate me.
Listen, it's not about incrimination. It's not. It's not even. It's. I'm just. It's facts. It's
I'm
facts.
just saying
Mother,
that's my stand on the
grandmother,
issue. Like, it's that
sisters,
bad.
off limits.
It's that bad.
Right.
Like I can't comment.
Off
It's
limits.
that bad.
Listen.
You touch me, Ma, Neil?
Right. Oh yeah, y'all
Hey,
continue. I'm about to piss.
Motherfucker don't say another word. Motherfucker don't say another word.
You start breaking up right in front of you.
I'm seeing red.
Hey,
Oh,
not to say what you're gonna do, but hey, it's not.
That's what I'm saying.
It's to say what you won't do.
Right.
Anything.
I can see me in the middle of the game. I'm gonna just leave. Coach Wood, I found out. All right, I'm going to sit up with my family. I'm going to chill with my family.
You got to the side. Hey, you got that thing.
Oh, stupid.
Let me hold it real quick. I'll get rid of it. Just leave it with me. I'll get rid of it. It's gonna break out afterward. When you hear the shots go off, just dip. Just dip.
Fucking weak.
Oh shit!
I forgot. Clip and dipped off. What happened to Clip?
He went to go take a piss real quick.
Uh-huh.
He got kitty bladder.
Oh.
Yeah, that shit was. I mean, I don't even know what fully happened as far as the altercation goes. But
if you put a harming touch towards any of those who are responsible about my well-being,
right.
He said, I mean, but listen.
Or I'll try. I may not fall through with it. But you don't go down the road with me. It'll be a long road.
Listen.
I'm just trying to behave because I done been in situations like it ain't been my mom, but I've been in situations like this.
Yeah.
So I'm just behaving right now.
And that's the best bet. But just understand, I'm gonna say this, and I don't care if it's a hell of motherfuckers out there thinking I'm being hard on Lil Chris. At some point, you gotta grow the fuck up. It's not about what your mom tells you, what your dad tells you, nothing about that. At some point, you got to choose what you stand for as a young man and what you will not allow. And I feel like that situation should have been one I will not allow. I just simply will not allow it. You got away, right? You got away with doing it, but you're not going to get away with the consequence. And right now, fortunately for me, I'm the younger party here, so I can turn up 3 times what a normal person would, and they'd be like, well, the dude probably shouldn't have did that.
I wonder if he had that "you the man of the house when I ain't here" conversation.
Right. No, and that's what Aaron was saying about the whole, that's what that was.
Yeah.
That's what that was. It's fucked up, though. But, I mean, after that, let's move on. You know, that game, Chris Paul fouled out, 23 minutes, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 2 for 5. Devin Booker was 35 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 10 for 22, 3 from 6 from the 3. Luka didn't perform the best. He dropped 26, but Mavs got it done, 111-101. Afterwards, though, I feel like second game 5, Chris Paul dropped 7 points, 2 rebounds, 10 assists. What family member got pushed in, motherfucker? What's the excuse this game? honestly though, like why
he's still dealing with it. It's emotional, man. You don't understand.
Nah, G.
Still dealing with it.
Nah, G.
You
I
don't
got
know about
opportunity to make money for my kids. My mom and my wife are absolutely okay. There's no reason I should be dropping 7 points playing for 35 minutes, and I'm one of the best point guards of the league.
I mean,
who got pushed? Who got assaulted in Game 5?
I mean, DeAndre Ayton finally showed up.
He did.
20 and 9.
Yep, 2 rebounds, 9 for 13. I'm not mad at that. But even that 20 ain't good enough for me.
You know, I mean, it was only 2 people from the Mavs that showed up that game anyway.
Jalen Brunson and Doncic.
That's good.
And what's the name? He did all right.
Berton
Smith.
Oh, nah, that Finney Smith was game 4.
Okay. So I'm a game
he
back.
had
That was on me.
8. Yeah, he had 8 triples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but game,
that's the exact game I was talking about too.
Yeah, he ain't do that game 5.
Okay, well yeah, you're right. Then it was just Jalen Brunson and Luka, and that's another thing. Like, Suns supposed to be the best team in the league. Didn't they win? They had a what was their record?
64.
Was it?
Yeah, 4 wins.
Listen, and to end the season with that kind of record and to be struggling with the Mavs like that, who are depleted, like it's almost like a Buck situation, where it's like all you gotta do is stop Luka.
I wouldn't say depleted. They just not hitting their shots consistent.
They ain't depleted like the Bucks. Well, I don't want to say depleted, right? Because the Bucks never added all those pieces to assist Giannis.
Yeah.
So if one piece on Giannis's squad goes out, that's a hurt to the Bucks. Dallas isn't the same.
Luka a little different, man. Like, it's a little interesting trying to put pieces around him.
I know what you mean. And that Dinwiddie joint was the worst decision Dallas has made in a while. And I thought that was a good pick. Spencer Dinwiddie with Luka, that nigga been averaging 16 points for the season.
I mean, they done tried it all. They tried Porzingis. You know, he got jealous or whatever y'all want to call it. I don't know.
They're either going, nope, because Greg Popovich is retiring. I was about to say you're either going to have to trade Luka to the Spurs or you're going to have to make Dallas the new Spurs. Like where you get all the Euro players, the Spanish players.
Do you trade Luka? There's a situation where you would trade Luka right now?
No, I'm just saying for Luka's benefit, as far as finding somebody that can work with him the best, you have to take the Spurs route and get all of the Spanish players, the overseas players, because Luka's used to Euro ball. That's what makes him so great. And you're not going to find a good fit with him until you find somebody that plays like him, and that's not going to happen until you get another European star. Now, Porzingis,
I would say a like talent, not necessarily a European star, but a like talent.
Not a star. I'm not saying star, but I guarantee you get a Josh Giddey over there or a Cedi Osman from Cleveland. Oh, come on.
So you're just stuck on the whole foreign player thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what makes Luka so great is he plays on the rhythm of European ball.
I don't think so.
We play on the rhythm of American basketball.
I think he plays best. I think Luka will look good in the urban neighborhoods around America. I think he plays well.
Look good, but it's because he's so different. You haven't. When's the last time you seen a nigga in a pickup game take a one-legged three? Name it.
Well, yeah, that's.
You might be able to say never. You might could say never.
No. I'm gonna say never because.
Well, I'm saying in the history of niggas playing pickup games.
No. What I'm trying to say is you're talking about a type of player. You're talking about European players.
I'm talking about play style.
European style. Okay. I was just talking about just American players that he plays well with already, right? I think he would do well with just a team full of like a what's a good example? Because this team is full of. You got Max Cleveland. That nigga.
I don't even think it's a racial thing, right?
I'm not talking about racial. You're talking about foreign players. I'm talking about foreign players.
I mean, but most of it, I guess maybe it is a racial thing then. Most of them do end up being white.
Yeah, I was French. You talking about the Spurs?
Yeah, well, one Nicholas Batum.
French.
Holland.
Is Bismack Biyombo from? I don't know where
He's from he's
Rudy
African
Gobert.
area.
Rudy
Gobert, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
But that's what I'm getting at though. If you look at that Spurs roster, almost half of them are European.
That's the second version. Remember the first version though, with Vinny Del Negro, with Sean Elliott, and David Robinson and them when Tim Duncan first started getting the crack in the Spurs.
That's also before Greg Popovich, though, isn't it?
I think
Greg
it's more
Popovich didn't coach them then. You talking about David Robinson, Dennis Rodman, when all them
the championship when they beat Allen Houston and them for the championship.
Yeah, was Greg a part of that?
I need to look that up. This is a Google episode.
It might have to be because he might have been. I know he has a tenure in the NBA coaching. I just don't know if you had that team at that point.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say he did.
He might have. And I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just asking, did he?
That was a team of like Sean Elliott and them, Avery.
I remember exactly what you're talking about.
Greg Popovich.
I was back in my young days watching basketball.
My young days watching.
I'm being real. Like, that was pre-teens basketball.
When did he start? All right, so he was in San Antonio. I gotta pull up Wikipedia on this bit.
Nah, you good. And while we do so, we were talking about Luka Doncic not finding matches in the NBA. I think the best for him would be.
He was the coach of that team.
He was the coach.
1999, he got that chip.
And that was with Dennis and all them too. Okay, I remember that. Was it 1999?
Yeah, because it was the year before. 98 was Jordan.
That's the one I'm thinking of. That's the one I'm thinking of.
It was the Knicks and Spurs. It was Allen Houston, Larry Johnson, Latrell Sprewell, all them boys against David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Sean Del Negro, and all them.
Yep, you are correct. Yeah, I'm thinking of the prior season.
Prior season was MJ against the Jazz.
Right.
Then the year after that is the reign.
They knocked. No.
Lakers reigned after that for 3 years.
Wait, the Spurs or the Jazz knocked the Spurs out in '98?
No. You talking about on the way to play the Bulls?
Yeah. They would have had to.
I'm not sure of the climb, but it was the Jazz and the Bulls 97, 98.
I know what you're saying.
99 was the Spurs and the Knicks. And then 99, 2000, I think, was the Lakers and the Pacers.
Celtics.
Lakers and the Pacers. Because Reggie Miller went. But the boys got dead by the Lakers. That was number one. Then number two was 2000.
Oh, you said 99, 2000. Okay, I'm tripping.
2001 was Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
In 2001, 2002 was the Nets.
Allen in LA.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, that was
okay. I
remember that distinctly.
Yeah, I'm not good with years.
How many years I'm good with?
I'm not good. No, I'm not good with memorizing the years. I'm good with time. The time, like I'll remember how old I was at the time, but I won't know what year that was.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not good with the exact dates, but I know where I was when I seen it, type shit. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I didn't think Pop coached that. That's what's up. Shit.
Been assistant coach in San Antonio since the 80s. So he's been around.
Well, I knew that. Yeah, I knew he always been with the organization. I just didn't know when he took over. Right.
94.
I didn't know when he took over as coach. But yeah, to answer your question, I think the only way that fits with Luka is get him some Euro players, like how the Spurs only drafted exclusively Euro.
I just think he need one of those skilled big men that's floating around the league, like a
Pirtle was the
No,
last one
no.
they. No, I was combining thoughts. When you said big man and thinking drafting Euro, I was thinking Pirtle's the last one they got in the Spurs. That was the fit both. Never mind me.
I know what you meant.
He need a Sabonis.
Luka doesn't need a big man. Luka needs
That's
a
what he
skilled
needs.
player.
He needs a Sabonis.
A
Somebody in
Sabonis
the
could
paint.
actually work, but I'm thinking more so a skill like a. He needs a shooter.
He needs to Anthony Edwards.
But no, though, right? Because thinking off of Aaron's thoughts, you want someone on your same rhythm. The reason why nobody can stop Luka, like I said, is because Luka is on the Euro game rhythm, and we're not used to Euro ball here. We're not used to it, so we don't know those little step back one legs and floaters from 15 feet. We're not used to that.
I would say he's got a marginal success with that, though.
You say Luka has had marginal success?
When it comes to team basketball, yes.
Now, when you say marginal, do you mean like a big margin or an average margin?
Not enough to win the playoffs.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm trying to. Now I'm figuring you. But I also think that's only because he's the only one there like that. If you get a Cedi Osman on his squad, a knockdown 3-point shooter that will still.
Why Cedi Osman?
Because he can't listen. The reason why, and I don't know if y'all
That's
know.
This is why Cedi Osman.
So let me give a history lesson
to
my shower heads and to Aaron. No, beyond the Cavaliers. Cedi Osman was the first Luka Doncic. He was the first player at the age of 15 to win the Euro Championship as well as the MVP. Okay. Luka Doncic looked up to Cedi Osman coming up, but they were only a few years apart, 3 or 4. So when Cedi got to the league, Luka gave Cedi props, even though Cedi never accomplished what Luka did. So what I'm saying is when you bring two people that have the experience in Euro ball of winning a national championship and getting the MVP together, you have two people that recognize each other's rhythm in off ball of American basketball.
See, I didn't get that whole connection. I didn't know that existed. Had no clue about that.
That's why I kept saying Cedi.
I was like, why does it keep bringing up Cedi Osman? Like, this nigga's the truth.
Cedi was the first. He was the first Luka Doncic. His
career is never. In the NBA, that's not the case.
Well, wait.
Side note, though, if he was if LeBron never left Cleveland, Cedi would have developed a whole lot better. I think he developed
great. It's just the fact that
must be low.
Everybody else is better than him. You know what I mean? Like on paper, Cedi hits threes. He does all that.
Yeah,
but when you think about athleticism, keeping up with defense, all that, he's not the best on the team, which is why he's always going to be a 6th, 7th man on a roster. But if you put him with a first man like Luka, he ends up being an exceptional starter.
That's like a general manager decision right there. Like you have to stand on that. Like if you went to the Mavericks and you made power moves to get Cedi Osman, I'll bring him that speech. Remember that speech?
It wouldn't even be a power move.
My thing is, it would have to be on both ends because Cleveland would first have to want to give him up, and I don't think they want to.
I think Cleveland is exploring all options.
Yeah, I think they're a good
team right now.
Yeah,
they're still listening. Hey, we still out here listening to all offers. We're not going to accept, but we out.
I just don't think there's nothing that Dallas could provide Cleveland for Cleveland to give Cedi.
No, they don't.
You don't get good draft picks. You don't have anybody on your roster we're interested in. So why would we give him up to you?
So that's just not a good trade partner, is what you're saying.
Right. That's why I said it would, on both GM spots, they would have to both come to an agreement on something in order for that trade to happen. But that's a better fit, is what I was getting at, than a Kristaps Porzingis, Luka Doncic.
Former player, though. Are they from the same place? Is that the story with them? They're from the same place?
I don't know if they're from the same country, but I know that
Like general
same
region.
situation, right? Same area, same situation. He was the first underage player below. Well, they were both 15. Cedi Osman was 15 years old when he won the national or his country's championship and got the MVP, and then Luka was the second one to do it. So I mean, there's some sort of correlation there, is all I'm getting at. I think that they would work better than a Kristaps. Kristaps is injury prone anyway. Seti's not.
I get you.
But yeah, I don't know that you ever find a good match for Luka because Luka's on a different playing field. He plays differently than everybody else. With that being said, why did Lil Wayne call him a hoe?
Right.
I think Lil Wayne is, if I'm being honest, I think he's just drugged out.
You know that.
I think he just said shit to be saying shit at this point. Because what did Luka do to ever be like, fuck Luka, you a hoe?
I'll play devil's advocate.
Do that, please, because I need some.
I don't think he's a hoe. Let me put that out.
No, I don't either.
But Luka does. He has that, man.
The flop mentality,
No, he complains so much. This is
I put that a part of the flop mentality, in my opinion.
I don't like that either because I feel like people will score more if you just actually tried to make the layup,
right?
Rather than trying to do all this.
I understand what you're. I'm following you.
But Luka is the type of person. Somebody just grazed this man, like they graze him. He's like,
right. But that's everybody nowadays. That's everybody.
And
everybody looks like the I don't know emoji now like after they score a basket. I don't know what they got their hands up like ref, help me out.
So they said Lil Wayne is good friends with Chris Paul, so he's pulling for Chris Paul.
That don't have nothing to do with Luka.
And they said, and this article also said that Lil Wayne said he's not a big fan of some of the stuff that Luka's been doing to get some of the calls.
Right.
What Aaron was right. What Aaron was saying. That ain't what. Okay, wait, no.
Devil's advocate, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Devil's advocate, you're all right. Because I'm the first that's like, I used to be like that with Kyle Lowry. Like, why the fuck you always falling around all the time?
Yeah, Kyle Lowry is an artist of
he is
getting in the way.
He may be the best at it, other than Chris Paul.
Getting in the way. Somebody finna foul me. That's what.
So with that being said, Lil Wayne, if you fans of Chris Paul, then hop off Luka's nuts because he learned it from him.
Here's what I want to say about Lil Wayne.
Nah, Luka learned it from James Harden.
You may be right. You may be right.
That's James Harden.
I think I may even pull back the may and say you are right. You're right. I think you're right on that.
That was in that era where James Harden was balling out.
Yep. And he learned a little double step back from him and all that. Yep.
Yeah,
I think you are absolutely. Yep. I think you got it. I think you're correct, and I'm wrong on that.
Lil Wayne is a bandwagoner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Dot Connect.
Especially the age I am, I've heard him speak on the Lakers in high favor in the Squad Up mixtapes. Right? Then you start speaking on other basketball teams, like this is your team. You a Heat fan? Okay.
Yeah, he was a Heat fan for about 2-3
years. You're a Green Bay fan. I think he's a Green Bay fan.
Well, he can't be bandwagon if he Green Bay because he's been on that train since 2010.
All right, so I'll give him that. But it doesn't seem like he's too consistent on any type of team. And I'm not going to take Lil Wayne's opinion on too much of anything else outside of rap.
Right. Or
you ain't talking about rap music.
Rap or drugs, I trust you.
Hey.
Well, I don't know if I trust you on the drugs at this point because you might.
Right.
We've all. I'm not gonna say we've all. Some of us has touched those drugs for small periods of time. This man has arguably been on them shits for 15 to 20 years. So your views on things could be skewed for a while. I understand that. So I'm not going to take anything from Lil Wayne on that, man. He's of the moment. Very much of the moment.
No, I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. I just didn't understand the Luka you a hoe or whatever he said. I just didn't understand that tweet from out of the nowhere.
Yeah, that's drugs. That's definitely drugs. Because why would you call this man out his name for basketball? It's basketball.
Right. Did you have money on the game, Wayne?
Yeah, you might have lost 200 G.
Oh, you know he probably
lost $250,000. You lost $250,000, man. I would be on that shit, man. Fuck this nigga.
He a hoe. That nigga a hoe. All that flopping and fouls he got called. Right. Right. Motherfucker kick out of that drowsy ass lean cold.
Hell no, don't answer the phone. Don't answer the phone.
I lost. That nigga Luka, he a hoe. That nigga a hoe.
Funny, man. Don't answer the phone, man. I told you don't answer the phone. I'm gonna figure it out.
Don't play my nigga. My nigga still got bread.
Yeah, he definitely has more bread.
He ain't my nigga, but he still got bread though. Wayne's still something, but his bank account's still something. I don't know what he is doing currently, but
I feel like at any point in my life, if I lose $250,000, I'll be a little bit mad. I may not hide or nothing like that. I'm gonna be pretty mad.
I don't care if I had $1 billion. If I lost $250,000, I would be upset.
I'll be like, hey, who you say won that bet?
That's a house.
Right. Face though. Do I like that motherfucker or no? Do we have problems? Oh, I'm pissed off. That nigga a hoe.
Exactly.
And I'm tweeting that shit.
Pull my yacht up so I can ride out, man.
Listen.
Got baby mamas out here, man.
But beyond that, we already hit on Al Horford's 30-point game with the game 5 on the Celtics. Beat the Bucks 116-108. So we'll skip over that. I want to bring up a few things before we close out. We at 143.4. First of all, a good hit the showers and R.I.P. to Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. Guys at 73, played for the Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Bucks, all that jazz. So definitely hit the showers in that one way, in that respectable.
We got respectable hit the showers now.
Yeah,
also,
hang them up for good type shit.
Okay.
Also, Adrian Payne, who just got murdered
from Michigan State,
right.
Draymond Green's ex teammate. That was tough too. I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't have that.
That was a little bit tough. Remember we had the little girl had cancer.
Yeah,
a little tough back in the day. He made like friends with this girl who had cancer.
Oh yeah, okay,
yeah,
okay,
I don't know if she's still alive, but shout out both of them because I'll be mad as hell.
God bless. God bless both of them. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't have that written down, but that was weighing heavy on me as well. Yeah. But yeah, both of them hit the showers. Y'all can hang it up in that good way, not that one hit the showers way. And then other than that, interesting take. Lakers still have a standing trade offer from the Houston Rockets for Russell Westbrook.
For who? Who in return?
They want a first-round pick from the Lakers and Russell Westbrook in return, even exchange for John Wall.
Hell no.
Wow.
Now, I would say even exchange. If it was just Russell for John Wall, I would say that's an even exchange because John Wall is more productive, but he's more injury prone. Right. But at the same time, Russell is not as productive in the time that he's on the court.
Nah, you got to give me somebody else with John Wall.
With John Wall, you mean?
Yeah, with John Wall.
That's why I felt like you want a first round and Russ.
Y'all tripping. Yeah, y'all tripping.
Nah, I give you Russ, and you give me what that little guy is, Tate. That little feisty motherfucker.
Jay Sean Tate out of Ohio State
Yeah.
University.
Yeah.
Ohio
Bring him
State.
over here with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He get in the gym. You know, be old Marcus Smart 2.0.
See,
you know what I'm
because you know
saying?
they ain't gonna give up Kevin Porter or
Nope.
Jalen Green.
Nope.
If
But
not, take these, man. Go ahead and take that $500,000 real quick.
I think you need Jay Sean Tate though. If I'm Houston, I don't think you can have Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. without having a Jay Sean Tate.
That's why you got to catch him in an emotional moment.
That's interesting. And I understand exactly
you know who they not.
Too.
You know who they not gonna give up.
Right. I understand exactly what you mean too. That's interesting.
Yeah, I like that little feisty motherfucker, man.
Yeah, he's something. I feel like he still got his. He hasn't reached his ceiling yet either. It's only his second year, but you know what I mean.
He come on down to Dade County anytime he want.
Fuck you and the Heat.
Put him in. We'll put him in the blender and see what he made of.
First of all, y'all got an opportunity for a ring. Let's stop thinking about your next year's acquisitions.
Hey, I'm looking at making the team better.
I know that's right. Well, you want a ring with the hockey league? Have the Heat hire you and get us some interviews.
Man, you know, they just, you know, it's a black lady up front, and she just hate little niggas like me.
And sometimes
that is funny. Oh man,
that's the gatekeeper down there. There's always a black woman down there with the
right. Always. Oh, that's the last thing I wanted to touch on, and we gonna wrap it up. How soft is Marquise Chris? How soft is that nigga for real? I'm not
gonna call him soft.
Offensive
because what he did on the court was what he was supposed to do. It's the last couple.
Right? No, that was.
You're not finna dunk right now, nigga. None of that.
Ref didn't call no calls. Y'all got kicked out because he put his hand on your chest.
I'll give him that all day.
And I'm cool with all that, right? But then from him putting your hand on your chest and you smacking it away, y'all jawing, y'all getting ejected. You chasing him in the tunnel to try to get to him for what exactly?
I mean, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just hit him once.
Because you're soft, right? That's what I'm getting at, is that you're soft.
Somebody, I done put security.
Well, wait. Because if you felt the need to exert more energy than you were on the court, mind you, you weren't exerting that much energy on the court. I didn't see you run that fast up and down the court.
You're talking about a man's ego at this point.
Well, wait though. Why not swing right then?
I get what you're saying. So what I'm trying to say is, so he didn't. Oh shit! I gotta pop up.
Yeah, I know.
But
storage is getting full. G, clear your cookies.
Hey, might need to do that. But what I'm trying to say is, instead of actually, I forgot my whole train of thought. Fucking with that shit.
Oh,
Marquise.
Do you need me to throw out?
Right. No. But if you act in violence right then, I don't think he has the bag to recover from that.
No, I agree. I do agree.
Is you for your friends and family, whoever you fronting for, you front the run towards the back. Oh, I'm finna run up on him real quick. And my security called me halfway through. I was trying to see him, but security ain't called me.
So do you think you wouldn't get fined if you were so happen to catch him back in that locker room?
He knew he wasn't gonna catch him in the locker room.
So how soft is he? Is the question. How soft are you for that?
So at what point should he cut it off at the when he put his hands on him?
Listen, my whole thing is this, right? Because the whole issue is it wasn't even a foul, right? They didn't even call foul. Bismack was just upset at how he came over the top and they didn't call foul, so he put his hand on his chest. Now Marquise Chris in return was upset. Don't fucking touch me. I'm gonna smack your hand down. Mm-hmm. Then Bismack gets in your face because you smacked your hand down. Now, if you feel angry enough that I'm gonna chase you in the locker room while he's right in front of your fucking face, You're soft as baby shit is all I'm saying.
We're also talking
Marquise
about
Chris,
the
you're
NBA,
my
though.
second hit the showers. I'll have another one for the shower heads.
But this
But
is you talking about the NBA though, so ain't nobody.
I honestly think
When's the last time somebody punched for real in the NBA? When's the last time I've been punched for real in the NBA?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I honestly think with my
Years.
5'5", 180-pound ass, 85% of
180
them
pounds?
niggas is
God damn.
soft as baby shit.
You're 180 pounds right now. And you 5'5".
Yep.
Hey,
You should be boxing.
Good and solid.
I'm tired of giving y'all all this.
That's
Look,
the
man.
opposite. I'm heavy and short. I need to be light and tall.
Everybody can't play for the Heat.
Butterbean in the middleweights, nigga.
You goddamn right, but everybody else would be 6'2" that I'd be fighting.
Right.
Everybody can't play for the Heat, Cliff. Everybody can't play for the Heat,
Shut
bro.
the fuck up.
I'm just saying. You know, there ain't no fake niggas playing for the Heat now.
No, I somewhat agree with that. I think Tyler Hero's one that's flying under the radar.
It's hard to argue right now.
Man, that's Jimmy Butler, best buddy. You know he got some fight.
I love Tyler Hero too. Remember I said I was upset when Cleveland passed on him to get Darius Garland. But I do think that he's also not in hindsight, but back when it happened, I was upset. I'm glad you made that face so I could elaborate.
You mad about that?
No, not anymore. Not anymore. But I was at a point in time, is all I'm saying. But
just because they got Garland and Sexton over there, so he ain't bad right now.
Wait till they both come back. It's problems for the entire NBA. 2 guards at 6'1" causing problems for the entire NBA. Watch what I say.
Trash.
I said it last year. Colin Sexton was a better finisher at the rim than Kyrie Irving.
You was his right period. You said the Cavs are gonna be a playoff team.
And I also listen, but what you missed was what I said. Colin Sexton was the best finisher.
I did not believe you. I did not believe you. I was like, this nigga is fanboying out.
Gotta tell him, Cliff. Sometimes it ain't fan bias.
Listen, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you.
He's right. I eat humble pie.
Bet with me, baby. Bet with me, baby. Is it illegal to bet where you at?
In Georgia?
Sports betting, I mean.
I think gambling in general, yes.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out where all and get my little connects in because I'm done playing around.
Well, you know it's legal down here.
Any Cherokees or Harris you see, they all go. But I think Cherokee or Harris,
okay. I thought you said Harab. I was about to say
Harrah.
I know what you mean.
Man, nah.
I'm about to say you got 2 different Indians on your list right
The closest one is I think is I think it's the Cherokee one in the Carolinas. I think that's the closest one to Georgia. I forget what it's called.
I understand what you said. You can only bet at those facilities.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I'm more so thinking
that's South Carolina and
I follow.
I think it's either North Carolina or South Carolina, or it's not in Georgia. Let's just put it like that.
Right, I follow.
Yeah.
Okay. I was more so thinking about like the apps, like where you could put your bet in the app type shit.
Nah. See, I can go to the casino up the street and bet all day, but I can't use an app.
Okay.
Being in it, you know what I mean?
Florida, I know that.
Yeah, it's not legal for online, but
Hollywood, California, I think they got one of them.
I might have to check the Hollywood casino one more time then, because it may be legal there and not where I'm at.
Ain't there a casino in Ohio?
That's why I said the Hollywood. Hollywood's right on Broad.
I ain't been there. I don't know.
But I also haven't gone there to try to do sports betting.
Yeah.
I've always done like,
if you're open
craps
for gambling,
type shit.
But if you're open for gambling, you have a sports book. You definitely have a sports book.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, no.
You don't think so?
No, because we didn't get our sports. This is casino strip land where I'm at. And we didn't get our sports betting till about 3.5 years ago.
So it's different than conventional betting.
It's gonna be different per area and casino.
I figure if you open up a casino, you got a sports book.
Nah, yeah, they different. They separated.
Nigga, if I could go to the casino, and wouldn't have to shoot craps or play roulette. That's all I'm doing is sitting at the bar drinking and putting bets on the games.
And that's what most cats do, man. They got
it's got the same ending effect, but okay.
Man, you go to the right casino, man. You got fucking 100 screens,
no,
man.
I've been to Vegas plenty of times.
Just live bets all night.
Casino is nice. I just don't know if they have the. It's not nice compared to, but it's nice for what you think you went into. I just don't know if they have the ability to do all that. If that was the case, I might have to look into that because I might have to make a trip.
Remember, you used to be able to race on horses back in Ohio back in the day. I remember that. Yeah, the horse races and shit, the dog races.
That wasn't in Columbus, but I know
that was like the greater Columbus area.
That was out by like
Toyota Downs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can still race the horses and shit, man.
He said the greater Columbus area.
Hey.
You stick to your metropolitan of Atlanta, motherfucker. You don't know what's going on up here no more.
That's definitely a term down here.
The greater Columbus area?
No, greater Atlanta area.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta,
what you got, Mount?
Quick game update. So it's 107, 106 Celtics, fourth quarter, 14.2 seconds.
Who got the ball? Who's in possession?
It's over with, pretty much.
Shit ain't over, man.
It's
never over. It's never over.
And the Warriors and Grizzlies just kicked off 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm not really concerned about that. I'm more concerned about that Celtics Bucks.
Yeah, man. Who the Heat facing? Who the Heat facing?
We should stay on until the game's over.
Wow, the Bucks is up 1 point. So it's 108, 107.
108, 107.
The wrong stats?
No, I see 108, 107 now.
11.4 seconds.
That was before you. Okay, I hear what you said.
I was sitting there looking at it like that. That don't sound right.
That's why I asked who had the ball. It sounded like it was a free throw being shot
at
that point.
I actually took the Bucks to win today.
Was that a bet or was that just in general?
Nah, that was a bet.
Okay, well I'm a bet for you. I don't think they gonna get past the Celtics.
I took the Bucks and the Warriors straight up. I didn't play no spreads.
Right.
You don't think the Bucks can pass the Celtics? Is that what you just said?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Well, I told you about that.
Yeah, I think you said that they would, but
yeah, I told you don't sleep on them.
Nah, I think the Celtics is getting past the Bucks. But
it's just Giannis, man, dump truck.
Man, that's the one you can't stop.
You keep it close in the fourth quarter. Now you trade baskets. You better hit by 4 threes. Because Giannis going to go barrel.
That's my thing, right? That's my thing. Because if you really look at it, and we'll wrap it up after with our hit the showers. But if you really look at it, as far as experience goes, them young boys, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, have more playoff experience than Giannis Antetokounmpo does.
Yeah, they've been going every year since they've been in the league almost.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's the stat I have to think about before I actually.
I would be surprised if they had more than one season they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah. So Giannis got. We're not going to go over this. We'll just keep going.
I'm just saying Giannis just recently started making the playoffs consistently and going deep in them.
So I was thinking about
Celtics been there before Kyrie got there.
Right.
Celtics had been there.
Yeah.
Because Giannis been the Bucks since 2000.
Beginning.
Yeah.
13?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah, he's been there long.
I'm trying to remember exactly when.
He was on there long
13,
enough
I'm
for me to
95% sure.
I remember him on 2K, and I was like, "Who is this weak ass nigga coming off the bench?" Like,
skinny as fuck out there.
Like, gained 40 pounds. You gained about 40 pounds, about another inch or two.
Yeah.
Lost no speed and no vert.
That's the advantage of drafting. That's why the NBA needs to really look in and start drafting people from high school. That's like
no. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, because you're developing on a different level too. So I know what you mean.
They're on
You talk about Luka though. You talk about Luka's advantage, being a 15-year-old pro.
Right.
If you could be a 17-year-old pro in this league, you have a better chance of developing a basketball game.
You can be. It's called the G League.
Right.
That's
the
G League. The difference is when we're talking about Lithuania.
Oh wow!
What happened? I know you.
I was just looking at the game.
Yeah, what happened?
There was a few seconds left. Boston down by 3, and basically Milwaukee stole it in the game.
Milwaukee just won.
Yeah,
Milwaukee won.
Milwaukee stole the ball. Yeah, to win the game.
Marcus Smart.
110-107.
That's Marcus Smart, bitch ass, man.
Yeah, that was his fault.
Take that color out your hair, bro. Come on back, man.
Right. Did you notice that as well? Why you go Celtics green in your hair?
He tried
to rob.
That was that's so suburbs. You know what I mean? You seen that in the suburbs, like the black folks dye their hair blue for the football games. It was like let me stop. But I get it now, right? Because the whole vibe now is the dread vibe, right?
The drip.
Right. And now I want my tips to match and be my...
You sound old, man.
You know what I'm saying? But it is, though.
No, I want the tips to match.
I'm not going to lie, though. I'm not going to lie, though. I didn't dye my tips.
We all had our hair phases, man.
I didn't dye my tips, though. I wanted to dye my tips blue.
But I seen you. I'm not gonna bring up your past, man. You had the curl kid.
Oh no, I've done some wild shit, and I'm not.
Yeah, you remember the curl kid though? Remember you had the curl kid in there.
I ruined my shit. Do you remember we went to the club and they said no hats and I had to take it off?
You was like.
I wanted to fight the security guard. Because they had already paid and got in there, and I got to take my hat off, and I had just got this S-curl that didn't take. I look like a black dude that listened to Green Day.
Perhaps.
No, I think like how they have the bulk of hair and then the straight spikes that come out of it. Like it didn't even come to the scalp. Like your scalp is still a little nappish, but you got straight because the curl didn't take. Man, stop. I wish I had pictures. I show them. Self-deprecation is my shit, baby. I don't give a fuck if I look crazy.
I had my time. I never had no curl kid in, but
I know that's why you try to send me, but I own it.
You was there, hey.
I wish I had a picture. I definitely would. I definitely would have it at the beginning of the next podcast. Do you have a picture? Your mom has all the pictures. Your mom has my prom pictures.
Does she?
Yep.
We can talk about that after this. Oh.
My family don't even have them, but your mom does.
Well, if you need them back, let me know. I'll get them for you.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. But I'm just
I didn't know that's what you was asking or something.
I don't care none of that.
You need my pride pictures.
But who's hitting the showers? You just trying to see it. I'm to let you know. Seeing me, baby. I'm here to get sun. It's all right. I ain't mad. I'm Eminem. So what? I came. What he say? Go ahead, Mouth.
My hit the showers is going to Kyrie Irving for his Twitch stream that he did, where he went on a rant about OnlyFans and how he doesn't like OnlyFans and nobody's getting his debit card information.
Fucking weirdo, play ball. Shut up and dribble. I'm just
hit the showers, Kyrie Irving, and then he hopped off of Twitch. I guess he realized what he said when he was streaming live, and he's like, "Oh shit," and hopped off streaming live. Yeah,
man,
he was
just do you let these.
Oh, so he be on OnlyFans.
Let him live.
Oh, okay.
That seems like something that'd be against his everything that he
right. That's like me saying I'm against somebody playing a recreational sport and getting paid for it. That ain't none of my business.
He said,
Okay.
I'm not against it, but you're not getting my debit card information.
Okay.
Why you back then?
All right. You're not the market that I'm looking for.
Wow.
Weirdo. Go light your sage.
I think I want to change my hit the shower. I might absorb that because was he really? Did he really do that shit? I ain't hear nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't nothing about that.
Yeah, it was from Hot New Hip Hop. HotNewHipHop.com.
Let a motherfucker live, man. Like that shit's so.
Like going to the strip club and being mad at somebody. You stripping? You ain't getting my dollar.
Did you pay the cover? Do you want a lap dance?
That means to all the online OnlyFans people that got accounts and do their business, that means Kyrie is on your free page.
Exactly.
Keep him off. Keep him off your free page.
Where the free kids?
That might be exactly what he was saying. Like, listen, I ain't gonna pay, but I'm looking. I'm out here looking. And what really grinds my gears is y'all charging for a subscription. I'm pissed. What happened to regular old Facebook, MySpace? I had a Black Planet page back in the day, and nobody charged for shit. Who just hit the showers, Mal? Oh, you said it. Who was yours? You went with Kyrie?
I think I might have to. That absorbed mine.
Who's yours, Q?
Well, it's fresh. That last play in the Celtics game, Marcus Smart.
Ooh.
This is live hit the shower.
Jason Tatum.
This is actually hitting the shower.
Real time.
Look, after looking at the film, Jason Tatum was on that right wing by the 3-point line, okay?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Jason Tatum was open, and you went through the contact and got your shit stolen.
He dribbled from the other side.
He dribbled dead, and Drew Holiday just, all right.
For the sake of the listeners out there, you saying that Jason Tatum was open, was it a cross court pass? Though?
Yeah, it was a full court inbound. Marcus Smart received the inbound ball, and there was kind of like a couple of Bucks defenders at the mid court.
Did he have a lane to get it cross?
No, he had no lane to get it across. So you can't
be that hard.
No. He had no lane to get it across as far as dribbling. His path was already restricted. You're coming dead into Drew Holiday, and I see Tatum in the screen with his hands in the air like this.
Right.
You ain't getting the right.
No buck in sight. No buck in sight.
Okay. I was just trying to understand because I'm not watching, of course, right now. Wait till
Yeah, he was on the right wing doing this as Smart was going dead into Drew Holiday. As he was
talking to Marcus Spartan on the coach. What was the play?
Right. What were you gonna do? Did you call something?
Give it to him. Get the fucking shot.
No, he got the ball stolen and did one of these, and that's all she wrote.
Now let me recap for all of the people that didn't listen. My first hit the showers goes to Lil Chris Paul. I'm giving it to him. If you want to know why, listen back to the playback. My second hit the showers. Who did I give the second one to? It wasn't James Harden.
Kyrie. I gave Kyrie.
Was it Kyrie?
I don't know.
No. Malcolm just said that. Damn, who was my second hit the showers? And I said I'll give a third one. I'm not gonna remember it, and we don't have enough time for me to think. So my end of the show hit the showers is going to I'm gonna have to give it to Jaylen Brown, man.
Celtics?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's game has been very underwhelming for the past 3 years now. I know some of that time he has been injured and hadn't been able to play in the postseason. And I know some of that time he's played well in the actual season. But once again, you're playing with house money versus your own money. And it seemed like when it's time for you to step up, you can only give us but so much. So I'm going to have to give it to Jaylen Brown. And I'm going to also have to give it to the NBA for... I'm not going to say that. I'll subtract that. No, I'm going to give it to him just because I said it. For giving Nikola Jokic the MVP again.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Yeah. Now, I understand why Embiid didn't get it, right? Because he was injured a lot of this season. But at the same time, like, you beating scoring records and everything. Like Embiid said, what else do he got to do to get that motherfucker? What do he got to do? So the NBA, take that. Go suck a Spalding. Anybody got anything to take... Aaron is a fucking fool. Anybody got anything to take us out? Go suck the grip off of Spalding, bitch.
Go suck the bumps off that motherfucker.
Right. Right. Suck the grip off that. I'm just playing.
Slippery the motherfucker. Ass basketball. Rec league ass basketball.
To all my shower heads, as y'all know, like, subscribe, share, troll a motherfucker. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And until next time, be good or be good at it, motherfuckers. We out.